The greatest NBA season, a very prestigious title to be given in a league that has been running for 72 years. And out of all those 72 years, I believe the greatest season the league has ever seen happened just 2 years ago. The perfect storm of an NBA season. A season with so many storylines, so many surprises, exciting moments, and events that changed the course of NBA history and will continue to do so for the rest of our lives. Now this seems like every season in the NBA, but there has never been a combination of what happened in the legendary 2015-2016 season. Here are 6 reasons why the 2015-2016 season is the greatest NBA season of all time.
Curry, way downtown, bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
The Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry defined this season for better or for worse, and they started off the season with a hell of a bang, going 24-0. Yes, they opened up the season winning 24 damn games in a row, and I feel like people forget this feat about this team. And the leader at the helm was Steph Curry. And just try to comprehend the numbers I'm about to tell you, because they are crazy. In this 24 game winning streak, Steph would average 32.5 points on 52% shooting from the field, 47% from 3, 91% from the line, to go along with 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. That man averaged nearly 33 points on almost 50, 90. That is ridiculous, guys. Ridiculous. Like, Steph Curry was so good this season that there were legitimate conversations between him and Michael Jordan. Yes, it sounds crazy, but those conversations were being thrown around. He was so good that season that many viewed him as the best player in the league above LeBron James. Because he was so good offensively that year, he impacted the floor in the game so much that despite LeBron being a better passer, better rebounder, and a better defender, Steph Curry had a legitimate shot at the best player in the league. And aside from shaking the competitive balance of the NBA, one of the reasons why I didn't like KD's move was because I feel like, you know, we might never see this Steph Curry again. Like, we're still seeing a great version of him, but 2015-2016 Steph Curry is well past us. Kobe Bryant's last NBA season. So far, we've ran through one of the greatest individual seasons of all time from Steph, and the greatest regular season run through a team. Now let's add the farewell tour of one of the most iconic players in history in Kobe Bryant. This guy was such an inspiration to so many people, including me, and his impact can still be felt throughout the league and how players idolize him. And after a career consisting of 18 All-Star appearances, 15 All-NBA selections, 12 All-Defensive teams, 2 scoring championships, 4 All-Star MVPs, 1 MVP, 2 Finals MVPs, and 5 championships for the most iconic franchise in the league, this was the last time we were gonna see him on the court. And I can't go forward without talking about his last game. Look, man, the stage was already set. The Jazz weren't making the playoffs, the Lakers definitely weren't. It was in LA, and it was the last game of the season, the last game of Kobe's career, and he would put on one last show for the world to see, with all the celebrities in Los Angeles to see Kobe play for one last time. And look, I know the whole efficiency, he only shot like 44% from the field, and he shot like 50 shots to get to 60 points, but damn it, considering the whole scope of the situation, that's one of the greatest individual performances I've ever seen. The man would close out the game in classic Kobe fashion. I remember literally like watching the game on my computer, tearing up, because that man has been such a role model to me. And you know, I believe a part of the success of this channel is because of the mentality that he kind of instilled in me. You know what I'm saying? That Mamba mentality. The dunk contest by 2014 was considered dead. It wasn't that interesting, and it was taken over too much by sponsors. Like, we had fan voting, we had like those team collaborative dunks, and it wasn't the most popular thing with the fans. Let's just say that. Like, man, like literally all we wanted was just a panel of judges in 3 rounds and people just going in, we give a score, move on. Like, we didn't want all this elaborative stuff. Enter Zach LaVine in 2015, where he wowed us with dunks that we've never seen be done so smoothly and effortlessly, as he won the dunk contest that year. And he was back in 2016 to defend his crown, except this time he had some competition in Aaron Gordon. And man, I can't really, describe it through pictures, so let me just show you the clips, man.
There it is. But this is the start of the show. This is the start of the start is here. He does this. That's a ticket done.
That's not a 50 compared to Aaron Gordon dunk there.
Well, let me see if he jumped for the free throw line, and I'll let you know. But if he jumped for the free throw line,
I don't think it was better than Gordon's.
It was not.
The first attempt was.
In a time where people were thinking the dunk contest was dying, came one of the greatest dunk contests we've ever seen.
And Curry will dribble it out. Mass hysteria here at Oracle Arena.
This Western Conference Finals was one for the ages. A series featuring the back-to-back and unanimous MVP in Steph Curry, one of the best two-way players and one of the greatest shooters of all time in Klay Thompson, one of the best and most versatile players in the league in Draymond Green, another top 5 player in the league in Kevin Durant, and what many consider the second best point guard in the league in Russell Westbrook. This was a star-studded series. And with the Warriors dominating the Rockets in the first round and Steph cooking the Blazers after coming back from an injury in the second round, this wasn't looking too good for the Thunder, despite them just beating a 67-win team in the second round. And then, Game 1 happened and the Thunder managed to stun the Warriors and steal one on their home court. The Warriors would blow them out in Game 2, but then we go back to OKC. And I remember this crowd being one of the loudest and one of the scariest crowds I've ever seen. The Thunder would proceed to blow the Warriors out by 28 points in Game 3 and then by 22 in Game 4, and the Warriors were looking suspect as hell. People all over the news were talking about how the Warriors are in deep trouble. And we all know what would happen next. The Warriors would win Game 5. Klay Thompson would drop 11 threes in Game 6, dropping 41 points, alongside Curry's near 30-point triple-double, and Curry would demolish them in Game 7. The Warriors did it. They successfully came back from a 3-1 lead in one of the most dramatic and star-studded series we've ever seen. NBA Finals. This NBA Finals has been talked about so much and has been kind of the main center point around all the debates about LeBron, Steph Curry, and KD the past 3 years, and will continue to be that. Now, I don't want to regurgitate what everyone already knows, but to keep it short, the unanimous MVP massively underperformed. They ended up blowing a 3-1 lead, and LeBron and Kyrie would lead the Cavaliers to the franchise's first ever championship, as LeBron would lead both teams in every major statistical category and play flawless basketball to close out the deal. Easily one of the greatest performances in NBA Finals history, and some may argue the greatest in NBA Finals history. The 2016 NBA season to me will go down as the greatest season in history. A season featuring one of the greatest individual performances of all time from Steph Curry, arguably the greatest regular season by a team in the Warriors, the farewell tour of one of the greatest players of all time, and one of the greatest farewell games in sports history from Kobe Bryant, one of the best dunk contests we've ever seen, one of the best conference finals we've ever seen, and arguably the best NBA Finals in history. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2016 NBA season. But with that being said, I hope y'all like this video. Go ahead and click the description for the 2K19 giveaway that I'm doing. It's gonna end next month. All you have to do is subscribe and follow me on Twitter. All the directions will be in the link. And also, the latest episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast went up yesterday, and it's all over iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. So go ahead and check that out. There will be an end card for it, and there's probably gonna be like a card for it somewhere. It's also gonna be in the description and in the comments. It's gonna be everywhere, okay? Well, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace.